All right, so I just finished watching War of the Worlds 2025. Never even really thought about watching like the 2005 version. Really didn't honestly know that was out. But I've been hearing everybody talking about this War of the Worlds movie, and I had first initially saw this because Big Business on Twitter had come out with a tweet. It was a clip of the movie. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this a troll? Ice Cube, what is this, my boy? And then I saw his son in the comments talking about that this movie was actually made during COVID. I'm like, oh, so that makes sense. But you can instantly tell right off the bat that this movie had a low budget outside of the actors and action. I mean, you have stars, you have Ice Cube, you have Eva Longoria, my boy Roderick from Diary Would Begin. But overall, and you have some troll CGI as well overall. The Microsoft Teams, the Zoom, the WhatsApp, the this, the that. It was definitely something that was over quarantine and something that didn't have a $100 million budget. I mean, what the actual fuck did I just witness? Overall, I give it a 4 out of 10, which has been like my least rating I've ever really had on a movie. I mean, it has its points of like humor, but it's like overall when you really sink it down, it's like what the hell was that? The movie overall just throws you from a loop to the beginning, like I mentioned with Microsoft Teams, and you got Ice Cube's character Will, who's a hacker, and he hacks his own children in terms of fridges, hacking their fridge, hacking what they're eating, hacking to see what they're doing in their home, uninstalling their games. Just an overprotective freak. Now his children, Faith, who's about to have a child, and there's also Dave, who we learned Dave is low-key a mastermind. Dave is really playing the long game with his dad, who's a professional hacker basically. So Dave is basically, without his dad noticing, is really like next up. He's really like, taking everything in. His dad might be like, man, what are you doing? But Dave is like a million steps ahead. Dave is literally like, without him knowing, one of his biggest ops, which is just absolutely hysterical. Like, from being hacked to the disruptor thing to it was just so much going on. Now, where do I want to start with this movie? I guess we can talk about like the middle, maybe toward the ending. I mean, so many characters, from Agent Jeffries to Sandra to this to that to just so much going on. But I guess I'll start with the ending and then work my way up like I usually do with these reviews. Towards the movie, something ended up happening to Faith, and I think it was the robot thing where she was in her lab and something got stuck in her leg and she was bleeding and she was pregnant, so it was even more of a scary situation. And then Will was trying to get hold of Mark, aka Devin Bostic, my boy from the Olympic Kid, Roderick, my GOAT, the only book to this day series that I own in my drawer right over here. New book comes out, I think, October. Already pre-ordered that. Yeah, dig. But yeah, the amount of like things that went on, the military explosions, Faith taking out the thing in her leg, and then finding out that everything that started off with the hacking really came from data bugs. Literal bugs, like regular bugs, but they instantly go to a chip full of data. So it's like, oh, put two together, bug, go into data, data bug. Got it? Got it. David, my brother in Christ. Dude's a demon. Dude's an absolute demon. He's behind the scenes plotting as Goliath, as I forgot what the group of people are, but I think there's actually are people like that hack like the mainframe, and they have these masks and they stream and their voices are distorted. Yeah, Dave is a part of that group. Will works for the FBI, the government. Basically, Dave is working behind the scenes doing the dirty work. Yeah, he's a demon, and his quote was hysterical as well. the truth shall set you free. Like, that was frying me. And then my boy Will, he got packed up because he didn't want to do what the FBI wanted him to say. Just like these, he was cooked. He was dismissed. Everything was gone. He couldn't log into anything. Couldn't go on Microsoft Teams. It was a GG. And then my boy clutched up because he's him. And then, finally, after getting his attention, Dave tells his father, Will, that he's Goliath and he's in the file and this, that, and the third. And obviously, Will's disappointed. But they end up making up and actually teaming up together with other Goliaths. And there's like 4 different people. It's like one person, there's like a 2-team group as well. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then, again, Will has access to everything. Drones, cameras, this, maybe even some, not some firearms, but maybe some like explosive and stuff like that. So, a click of a button at his desk, wherever the hell he is, the FBI mandated place. Camera, explosives, this, that, the third. My brother in Christ. Something happens. He sees something explode. Boom! In his house. His house is gone. He's like, oh my God. Is Dave still in there? For the longest, I was like, please don't be Dave. Please, please, please. So he ended up losing his house from the explosives that apparently nobody survived. But thankfully, Dave went over to his friend, what was his name? Billy's house. And ended up getting that all situated. He was free. Called it one time. We went to black screen and called it a second time. He was just at a random place. Spawned in. Perfect as can be. And yeah, so that was a solid ending. And at the end, alien invaders pack. Will no longer is an overprotective father. He goes to his daughter Faith's baby shower. And he just changed his life, man. He's no longer working for the FBI and hacking people, innocent people, stuff like that. He's instead doing the opposite, you know? He's working with Goliath. He's working with his son and, you know, actually doing something that he believes is actually better than what he was doing previously with the FBI and stuff like that. So, yeah. Shout out to my boy Ice Cube, Eva Longoria, my boy Devin Bostic. I mean, that was valid. Not really, to be honest, if I gave it a 4 out of 10, but it had its moments. It's not the worst movie of all time. I would have given it a 0 or 1 or negative, but it definitely was like a low production movie. It was very unserious. Yeah, definitely a movie of all time. That's for sure. But yeah, let's get into the movie overall now. So, like I mentioned, apparently this movie was filmed over COVID. But seeing like Microsoft Teams, I mean, it was absolutely frying me. Again, they literally had to have like no budget at all in this movie outside of like Ice Cube and Eva Longoria, who I think cost a pretty penny. So yeah, and the whole disruptor side mission with in the beginning with him not knowing that was Dave. You know, Dave for the longest time was like, Dad, I got something to tell you. The government isn't telling you this. This being his actual job. So yeah, this man was literally out here being a menace to society, hacking his own children. Is absurd. It is absolutely absurd. The guy's a menace to society. Okay, when I saw my boy Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the actor, man, that fan. I've seen clips. But man, seeing it in real time, man, that was phenomenal. Just, as an August 23-year-old, my birthday was yesterday. Just seeing somebody from my childhood brings back just fond memories. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing to see that. And the movie overall, was it amazing? Absolutely not. It was very, very unserious. But yeah. This man, Will, had a really, really, really massive obsession. Like, it was bad. It was bad. For the longest time, we don't find out what happened to their mother. I believe they said in the movie she had a disease, and I believe she's no longer with them, unfortunately. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, this man, Will, out of nowhere, he was saying like a catchphrase, and there's like this big red button you would click on. Like that. That was so like out of the blue, just genuinely fried me. And then but correct me if I'm wrong, but was Will technically an FBI employee but also trolling them behind the scenes. Like I could have swore he kind of like at points set them up, or was that just me? I don't know, to be quite frank. But yeah, they randomly go to the scene where explosives go, and it was like kind of like this like mass murders. Like, what the hell just happened? And then out of nowhere, I just hear a Discord deafening sound. I'm like, bro, what is going on in this movie? Like, hello? And then Zoom? I'm like, damn, this really is low production. Like, this is absurd. And then that random Dave scene, and we learned about Sandra, and then what the hell was that? What the hell was that scene with her? Like, gotta be stopped. And then these robot machines that are like silver and like 10 foot tall and all over the city. Like, what the hell was that, my brother in Christ? But I'm learning about Agent Sheila Jeffries. She has her moment in there as well. Shout out to her. The CGI though, like, what on God's green earth was that? Ice Cube's facial expressions, I mean, I really could not take them serious, to be quite frank. They were very, very unserious. I mean, it really felt at points like kind of like Temu acting. Like I've seen Ice Cube act his ass off on like 21 Jump Street and stuff like that and things like that back in the day. We're talking about Friday and the next Friday and things like that. Yeah, dig. Or we're talking straight out of Compton. Yeah, dig. I don't know if he was playing a role, but I know Unk's up there. I mean, it's like 5 years ago, so I don't know about all that, but don't tell me Unk don't got it no more. Bro had some troll ass reactions. I'm like, brother, what the hell is going on now? Yeah. And then we end up finding out what happened to Sandra. Like, what the hell was that, my brother in Christ? Like, hello? Again, what the hell was that, my brother? Man, for the longest time in the movie, I was just screaming, save Faith. She has that thing stuck in her leg. Mark, why do you take 1,000,000 years to get to her? And then she randomly just spawns into a Tesla. I'm just like, brother, what the fuck did I just witness, my brother in Christ? And this man Will, like I mentioned, he works for the FBI, so he literally has control of everything. Fate's cameras, Devin's cameras, this, that, the third. Like, it was insane how much access they gave this man. Like, it was genuinely absurd. And then of course Will has to troll, and while facing a Tesla waiting to get immediate help to get that thing out of her leg and waiting for Mark as well, of course at the time where Will's like, I'm sorry that I wasn't gonna go to your shower or stuff like that. Like, my brother in Christ, he picked the worst possible time to say things like that. Then the terrorism of everybody, not Will and Dave, but everybody teaming up to save the FBI, the government, whatever the hell that was. Like, what? And then we see the Tesla car in the back. The seats have blood, and Faith is gushing with blood, but I believe as well she is also pregnant. So it's like, again, it's even more serious when a child, an unborn child, is in the situation as well. You feel what I'm saying? But we end up finding out what really was in Fate's leg, though. I mean, I'm learning about Goliath, like I mentioned earlier. My boy Dave, you are a menace to society. But yeah, overall, a very troll movie, a 4 out of 10. Hopefully I explained it the best. I mean, it was a very tough movie to navigate through. So some things I probably have left out, and a lot of things just probably don't make a lot of sense. I mean, that's the movie. It does not make a lot of sense at all. But at the end, it was a feel-good story, I guess, to their family. But a lot of people, unfortunately, lost their lives. So that's obviously unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of CGI, a lot of explosives, a lot of just malpractice, a lot of unseriousness. That really just sums up the movie overall. Yeah, on IMDb, they gave this a 2.7 out of 10. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 3.5 out of 10. So, writers Kenny Gold, Mark Hyman, and H.G. Wells. I guess they're not messing with what you're cooking, brother. whether they're messing with what you are cooking, my brother in Christ. So IMDb has to start this movie as Ice Cube, Eva Longoria, and Iman Benson. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably my first film I've seen of her. Not gonna lie though. She was type valid. But yeah. It's a part of the review where I get into the cast and shout them out. So shout out to my boy Ice Cube. He played William Radford. Eva Longoria, fine shit, played NASA scientist. Sandra Salas. Iman Benson, or Iman, I believe it's Iman Benson, potentially, played Faith Radford. Henry Hunter Hall played Dave, aka David Radford. Devin Bostic, my GOAT, played the character of Mark Goodman. Andrea Savage played the character of FBI field agent Sheila Jeffries. Clark Gregg played not at NASA, but you see, no, they had NASA, NSA, same shit. Not really though, but I was like, oh, NSA director Donald Briggs, news reporter Nicole Pulliam. Let me quickly look at this real quick. If this is what I think it is, I hate when they do things like this. Let me just quickly look up this guy's name real quick. Is it just me, or yeah, okay, yeah, he's still good. I hate when people have like black and white pictures of like an actor and actress, because then I'm looking through the cast, I'm like, no way, did this guy pass away? I'm talking about Michael O'Neill, but who played Secretary of Defense Walker Crystal, maybe. His picture's in black and white. Maybe he's 74 years old, so it's not like too surprising that he would have a older picture like that. But don't scare me like that. It's one of the things I hate. So I like watching a lot of like older like shows because I'm like way behind. I used to be way behind at least, and now I'm a hype beast connoisseur when it comes to TV shows. But I hate when I watch shows, like when I watch The Sopranos, and I eventually found out that Tony Soprano's IRL, James Gandolfini passed away, and his mother, Livia Soprano, passed away in real life as well. Like, I hate finding out that I've, really got into these shows and I look through the cast and see what they're up to, and they're no longer unfortunately with us. Like, that's definitely one of the most, like, hard things, I would say, to look at that. But not to get all sappy and all, but yeah, it's just kind of just threw me off there. But yeah. Jim Meskimen played the character of POTUS. Matt Corby played the news reporter number 2. Olivia De Laurentiis, Sidney Heller, Harvey B. Jackson, Ego Mikidis, and James Rayner, who played the news reporter number 3. And yeah, overall, I give War of the Worlds a 4 to 10. Hopefully, like I said, I explained it good enough. It's my first movie review in a little bit, so I'm a little bit rusty. And this also was a very obscure movie that I didn't expect to watch today, but shout out to my boy Albert, who was streaming it on playback. Shout out to my boy, finally you're retired, buddy. Yes, sir. Yeah, overall 4 to 10. Ice Cube, Tummy Unk still got it. Shout out to fine shit Eva Longoria. Shout out to fine shit Iman Benson. Shout out to my boy Devin Bostic. And you dig. But yeah, other than that, yo, that is the video message. Go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. To your boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.